downtown Cleveland. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, Rattler. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. You talk about this Miami defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
To the air is Rattler. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go. Here's Rattler. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Bigsby. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Browns had 12 and 3 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Rattler working out of the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. Rattler wants to throw it. Finding Williams once more, complete. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. From the gun, here's Rattler. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Rattler. And this one's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Here's Rattler. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Luke Musgrave, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Wright. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
You look at this Browns defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll run on 1st down with Wright. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The tackle by Eric Armstead. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Tua. That is caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a toss play for Wright. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Here's 2nd and 7. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Center's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Browns drive about to get started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Rattler. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, Bigsby. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And Bigsby once more. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Bigsby not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Play action. Now Rattler on the move to his left. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
All right, come on.
On first down, they'll start out with Wright. Able to make one man miss, but he will be corralled around the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Tua going to give this to Wright. Shifts by him. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Out to his left. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Antonio Johnson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Yeah, they tried to move the pocket that time. All of his blockers moving to the left as he bootlegged in that direction as well. But they didn't account for everyone, and he spilled the play.
From the gun, it's Tua. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. And that CD, another sack for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon. And the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think coupled along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's all.
And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away. Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 3. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brian Thomas from 13 yards out. And the Browns are able to widen their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
He may go back to the huddle and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel. Looking to pass. Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4. Tua sets up to pass it. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. And they'll send Waddle in motion left. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And the throw there going to be incomplete. A missed connection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's Bigsby. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw here. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 32 on the play. A run here with Bigsby. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and goal from the 1. Another run by Bigsby. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tank Bigsby with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this one too low.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from
looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs, because these guys, they've already clinched.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Tank Bigsby in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. The point after is good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 68 yards. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Here comes third and the length of the football. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Give to Bigsby on the option. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, Rattler. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And the tight end goes in motion left. To the air is Rattler. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the carry, Bigsby. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Well, with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. In motion goes the tight end. Rattler wants to throw it. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jamison Williams, 28 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll go again here with Wright. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Wright. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Tua going to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. This will be caught at about the 5. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Wright is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They'll try again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Wright with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now down to 20.
Dolphins 19. Jason Sanders, the kickoff for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here we go.
Here's Rattler. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
That was a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the run.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Luke Musgrave with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On first down, they'll stay with Wright on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. There on the tackle, Cam Smith. 3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. It's right. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a man who tore up and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Bigsby. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
3rd and 9 here. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A quick throw there is incomplete. So on 4th down, Kevin Stefanski trots out the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now down to 20.
46. Dolphins 46. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Let's go. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
Throwing is Rattler. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Waddle, the motion man, right. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves him with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. 1st down, Miami.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
He'll try again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown. And now down 3 scores, I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Dolphins 33. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to...
And got his man complete. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jamison Williams, his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. And he is going to get in for the 2, although there is a flag on the field, but it looked like a defender jumped. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short throw to Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now Rattler. That one complete downfield to Thomas. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll look to throw. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Let's go now.
From the gun, Bigsby. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
19 seconds. Go.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw now on 1st down. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Got it. Ready? Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Luke Musgrave from 10 yards out. And the Browns are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stopped short of the 30. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to pass. Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll run on first down with Wright. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll find Metcalf. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Now a give, running left is right. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Sanders on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
What was that? Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly